Hi.
Hello. Apple strudel prep time today.
Okay.
So we are making the filling for the apple strudel, and this is my personal recipe. I have a little crock pot here. I just take a pound of butter, put it in here, and set this I usually warm it in the microwave.
Okay.
Just for a couple of minutes to get it liquid, maybe 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So quickly, I'll just put it here. In a minute. Okay. What the other thing we do is we have some hazelnuts here, and boy, they're really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very expensive. Must have been a bad. So, but the best filling for apple strudel is made with hazelnuts. And better than hazelnuts are roasted hazelnuts.
Okay.
So at least take a good portion of hazelnuts like this and put them in the oven and roast them. You will smell right away when they're roasted.
Okay.
As soon as you smell them, take them out.
Okay.
So they go in our convection oven here.
Yeah.
Okay, and about 325, 350 in a regular oven
For roughly how long? Just till you smell them?
7, 8 minutes.
Okay.
About that.
Yeah.
Maybe 10, but 10 is taking a chance. And
Okay.
you don't want to burn your hazelnuts, because then you have to start all over again. They're very expensive.
Okay. They're out of the oven now.
Yeah. So what many people do is take these hazelnuts, put them in a towel, and kind of rub the skin off. I don't do that because there's a lot of flavor in the skin, and I like to have that in my apple strudel.
Especially now that it's singed,
yeah,
right?
it's you want to have this roasted hazelnut flavor.
Yeah.
It's just so much better, right?
They look a lot different.
They go in the food processor and they will be ground fine. No,
With the skin on.
With the skin on.
Perfect.
And then we'll see each other again.
Okay. Hello, Vanessa.
Oh, hello. How are you this morning?
Good. Some more apple strudel today?
Yes, and I'm just dusting my board here.
Okay.
And this is a piece of puff pastry. It's store-bought.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but even I buy some things in the store. And there's some people who make fantastic puff pastry.
Right.
It's a long process to make it.
Yeah.
And with the busy B&B that we have here, that's one thing where I take a shortcut. So
well, the only person that's a shortcut to is some old German home pastry maker.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyhow,
this is the modern world, Vanessa.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Only you step in the sauerkraut.
I know. So now this is half a pound.
Okay.
It comes in little packages, and they usually have 2 little blocks in them.
Yeah.
Half a pound each.
Okay.
So yesterday we made this wonderful mixture here
With the roasted
hazelnuts, which is really the best of the best.
All right. So that's your the stuff we made yesterday, right?
Yeah, it's the hazelnuts, roasted hazelnuts, icing sugar, butter, a little bit of seasoned or with almond extract and some lemon juice, right? So we put this on here. I softened it a little in the microwave.
Right.
And now these here 2 Granny Smiths, large Granny Smith apples, which should be enough for half a pound of dough. And just keep turning it, watch your fingers. The more you do it, the safer you are, of course. Another one here.
What if you did it with the peelings on?
No, you can't. It's too
Tough?
Yeah, too tough to eat. You have to peel it. And also do not use canned apples like they use in the stores for their apple pies or whatever they do. Just horrible stuff. Fresh apples is the idea. Don't take any shortcuts, right? It doesn't take long to peel an apple. So now, golden raisins.
It would take me a long time.
Well, you don't, whatever. Anyhow, golden raisins here. And lots of cinnamon.
Generous with the cinnamon.
Yeah. Now this is a shortcut and a different version of the old apple strudel, which is of course the pulled pastry that you pull over a huge tablecloth and then you roll it up and and so on and so on. We all know the story. But we bake so much apple strudel we can't do that. It takes a long time to do it.
Yeah.
Also, the old apple strudel used to have butter first drizzled on it, and then they used breadcrumbs, and then they used a little bit of hazelnuts, and so I kind of made it a little better because we have a lot of nuts in there. We have no breadcrumbs, so it is kind of a better version of the old strudel. And then you kind of try and roll it. You just have to be careful. Okay, that's all.
So that's on a marble.
Yeah, on a marble. Pinch the ends. Pinch the ends so nothing comes out.
What if you were doing that on a not marble?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Just as long as you
But
have
the marble is nice and cold, which is especially important for puff pastry because, as you know, puff pastry is full of butter.
Right.
Puff pastry is made with a pastry that has butter in it already, and then you put butter in between, you fold it over, roll it out. Put butter in between, fold it over. So they get these little layers, and that's how the puffing up comes from the puff pastry. Because the milk solids puff up, they cook, tiny little milk solids, and they make the puff pastry go up.
Okay.
Okay, rise.
Yeah.
Okay. This one goes into the oven at 375 in my convection oven. Regular oven, you want to do 400, 425 until it's nice and brown on the top. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Here it takes about 25 minutes.
Right.
In a regular oven, I would say 40, 45 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll come back and eat it then.
Of course. Sharp serrated knife, especially when it's hot. That's the only way not to damage the top, which is quite
yeah, you don't want to
fragile.
smush it all down.
No. See? It's quite... So anyhow, put it up here. And it's best served fresh, but you also can serve it the next day. It tastes just wonderful. Let's put another one here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guests. And I always put an extra one so nobody feels bad for taking the last piece. That's just the way I was brought up. You always have enough for everybody because we were always told not to take the last piece, right? So you always put an extra one on.
We had a guest from Belgium yesterday, and she said she's had strudel all over Europe, and yours is always the best.
That's amazing.
Nice compliment, huh?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, makes me.
So here's the strudel on our buffet. So here's the finish of the apple strudel. It goes really well with some vanilla sauce or some whipped cream, or both.